Christmas, the wickedest warden in all the land, she does something terrible. She gives me vegetables. And not just any vegetables. We're not talking lettuce here, people. We're talking kale and cabbage. She gives me cabbage. I heard some of the kids calling her Mrs. Cabbage. I wonder if she has her very own cabbage patch. I wonder if she'll let me visit sometime. I wonder... But it's wrong. So wrong. She's trying to make me enjoy my captivity. Well, I won't. It's not right, I tell you. When a monstrous T-Rex falls in love with his provider of vegetables, that's okay. As long as the provider doesn't keep him captive. But she does. She locks me away and expects me to... These veggies are so delicious. She expects me to... I've never had this veggie before. I wonder what it is. Giant green leaves has to be completely awesome. I take a huge bite. What is that? Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Drag it away and stomp it deep into the litter. Deep, deep, deep. So that's her plan. To beguile me with yummy veggies, only to sneak in a vile, disgusting, imposter vegetable that no self-respecting Tyrannosaurus Rex would ever eat. She's trying to poison me. I wonder if that means I shouldn't eat the rest of the vegetables. I pick through them carefully. They look and smell so delicious. I glare at the green disgustingness peeking out at me from the litter box. I storm over and kick some more litter on top of it. Stupid green thing masquerading as a vegetable. That is so wrong. Bunny Boo! She's back, and she's talking out loud again. Why can't she communicate telepathically? Are all humans this stupid? Is this why none of them talk to me with the power of their minds? Because they have to actually speak out loud? Oh, that's just so wrong. What's the matter, sweetie pie? She croons to me in a sing-song voice. Cuddly bunny baby boo, what's the matter, sweetums? Why is she talking like that? Like I can't understand what she's saying? She's talking to me like I'm a baby or something. Any minute now, she's going to start oochie goochie gooing. Cuddle bunny. She croons that loathsome name again. Why doesn't anyone understand? My name is Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Didn't you like the mustard greens, bunnykins? Mustard greens? Is that the name of those disgusting vegetable imposters? Of course I don't like them. They aren't even vegetables. I know my vegetables, and no vegetable could possibly taste so disgusting. Here you go, baby. I've got you a little treat. She holds out in her hand something that smells so divine. I can't help myself. I lean forward and snatch up the treat. Hunkering over my special treat, I gobble it down. Delicious, smooth yumminess. So delicious, I almost forget to guard my bowl against more imposter veggies. I guess you like yogurt chips, don't you? I don't know what a yogurt chip is, but I'm pretty sure it's some fancy name for vegetable. Yes! I love vegetables. But just so we're clear, I do not love the provider of said vegetables. She's still evil. Evil, evil, evil. The girl who wore the pink lace dress yesterday comes to school wearing jeans and a t-shirt today. I'd be a little disappointed. Those jeans look too tough for chewing. Except her head looks divine. It's covered in purple flowers. Yesterday, pink was my favorite color, but today it's definitely purple. And the girl with the tasty dress is definitely my favorite human, even though she does have a screechy voice. I stare at her head for hours, imagining the possibilities. I already have my route planned. All I need is a running start. I'll race under those 2 desks, then around that desk there, then I'll jump on that chair, hop from it to the table, and from there, I'll leap for her head. It's going to be awesome. I'll turn the scarf thing to shredding on my nest, and I'll eat the flowers. I don't know what I'll do with the hat. It's kind of big for a nest. A lot big. The human called Jonathan can't even see around her, it's that big. I could try to eat the hat. You never know. It could be delicious. Jonathan. Girls are so weird. Ginger comes to school today dressed like normal for once, except her head looks like a purple garden exploded all over it. She has on this big straw hat that's almost too big to fit in the classroom door. It has a purple scarf thing tied around it in a gigantic bow, and there are flowers everywhere, like a flower shop vomited purple all over her head. It's really weird. When she sits down at her desk, I can't see the board because her flower head is so big. Even though I think Ginger's weird, I actually kind of like the hat once I realize that Mrs. Cabbage can't see me sitting behind it. I hide behind Flowerhead and tear all the erasers out of my pencils. I then break them up into tiny pieces and start firing them around the room. Pow, pow, pow! 3 to the back of Maria's head. Sweet! Maria grabs her hair and looks around. I duck behind Flowerhead and wait a moment before peeking out again. All clear. Pow, 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 pow! 4 to the T-Rex poster, right on his giant dinosaur nose. Awesome! Pow, pow, pow! Pow, pow, pow! 6 to the back of Derek's head, lightning fast. Derek swivels around, but I hide behind Flowerhead again. Woohoo! This is so awesome, I can't even believe it. Maybe Ginger would be willing to wear a hat every day. Who knew that having such a strange-looking head could be so awesomely cool? Pow, 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 pow! 5 to the blackboard where Mrs. Cabbage is writing an assignment. Uh-oh. I duck behind Flowerhead again and quickly scoop my ammunition into the palm of my hand. Hiding the evidence in the pocket of my jeans, I smile innocently at Mrs. Cabbage as she walks past Flowerhead to stand by my desk. Jonathan, Mrs. Cabbage speaks quietly. What are you up to back here? I shake my head. Nothing, Mrs. Cabbage. I see. She looks at my empty desk. Well, Jonathan, you're not supposed to be doing nothing. You're supposed to be working on the math assignment on the board. But Mrs. Cabbage, I protest innocently, I can't see the board from here. Ginger's hat is in the way. She stares at me with that stern teacher look. Every teacher I've ever had uses the look. They stare at you like they can see right into your brain, straight to every bad thought you ever had, and you just can't help but squirm. You know that one more second of that scary gaze and you'll admit everything you've done wrong since the day you entered kindergarten. I can feel all those confessions. The day I stuffed paper towels down the kindergarten toilets just to see what would happen. The toilets overflowed and we got an extra long recess while the floors were mopped. The day I tied Susie's long hair to Carla's during a movie in first grade. Who knew 2 girls could scream so loudly? The day I accidentally on purpose dialed 911 from the classroom phone in 2nd grade. The police came and everything. It was so cool. The many eraser fireballs I had launched in every classroom I'd ever been in. All of these confessions are bubbling to the surface when Mrs. Cabbage turns to Flowerhead and says quietly, "Ginger, please put your hat in the closet." And Jonathan, she gives me the look again, then in a very serious, scary voice growls, "Get to work. Now." "Yes, ma'am," we both murmur. Ginger gets up and heads for the closet while I quickly pull out my math notebook. As I work, I congratulate myself on my legendary successes that day. I had launched 18 eraser fireballs that morning with 0 consequences. This is my best record yet, and I owe it all to Flowerhead. Girls are still weird, but this is one example of their weirdness that I can actually enjoy. Oh, yeah. Maria. I love Ginger's hat. It is so beautiful. And just like I told her, Cuddles likes it too. He keeps staring at it. I bet he would like to play with the hat, or maybe sleep in it. Mrs. Cabbage says she's going to let Cuddles out to play during recess. I wonder if he'll crawl into my backpack like he did Ginger's. I think I'll leave my backpack on the floor. I'll leave it open so he'll know he can go inside and sleep. I wish he had slept in my backpack the other day. I would have been so excited if Mrs. Cabbage had told me I could take the backpack home, even though Cuddles might be inside it. I would love the chance to take him home. I don't know why Ginger's freaked out. That rabbit is the cutest bunny ever. I think I'll make sure there are plenty of things on the floor for Cuddles to play with during recess. Since we won't be in here to play with him, he might get bored. Line up for recess, class, Mrs. Cabbage calls. I quickly run into the closet and set my backpack on the floor. I unzip it and try to make it look inviting so Cuddles will enjoy it. As I stand up, I notice Ginger's hat sitting on the shelf above the hooks holding our backpacks and jackets. I bet Cuddles would love my backpack if it was sitting next to Ginger's hat. I grab her hat and carefully set it beside my backpack. No, that won't work. Cuddles might just go to the hat and ignore my backpack. I have to make my backpack more exciting than the hat. I turn Ginger's hat upside down and stuff some of the flowers and the bow trailing from the hat into my backpack. I peel back the top of the backpack so the purple flowers and bow are visible and nod my head. It's perfect. Jumping up, I run from the closet and dart out of the classroom into the hallway. The class is heading around the corner. I race toward them and catch up just as they reach the outside door. Mrs. Cabbage holds the door open for us, and as we head outside, she says, "Have a nice recess." As the door closes behind me, I notice the kindergarten teachers are on the playground. I love it when they have recess duty. They always play with us and make recess a lot more fun. I love this part of the day. Mrs. Cabbage. Well, my darling cuddly wuddly, it's just you and me for recess time. You want to get out and run and play? Come here, sweetums. I open the cage and try to coax Cuddle Bunny out of his house, but he just glowers at me. Doesn't he know I'm about to give him his freedom? Why is everything so difficult? Sighing, I reach in and gently tip his house over and pull it away, revealing a very angry Cuddle Bunny. He stamps his feet at me and hurtles down his ramp. Shaking my head, I go to the second level, but as I open that cage door, he races down to the first level. Well, that works. I reach down and open the first level's cage door, step back, and wait. Cuddles just stares at the door and doesn't move. I don't think he trusts me yet. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. What if I can't catch him at the end of recess? The kids only have 20 minutes for recess and 5 minutes have already passed. I really don't know how much time it will take me to catch him once I've let him out. It could be forever. Maybe I should just... Too late. Cuddles explodes out of the cage and tears across the classroom. I turn to watch. Really, the rabbit is too cute for words. Already he is leaping and twisting and turning, tearing from one side of the room to the other, sniffing everything, jumping up and down and scoping all around. This was definitely a good idea. I haven't seen Cuddles so active since I got him. He seems to vibrate with joy. He's so thrilled to be out and running. Settling at my desk, I lean back in my chair and take pictures of Cuddle Bunny running and playing. Recess. I truly love this part of the day. Ginger. A lot of kids begin a game of kickball, while others head for the jungle gym. I watch for a few minutes before turning toward the swings. I'm almost to them when I remember. I'm wearing jeans today. For once, I don't have to worry about ruining my outfit. I can play kickball, or climb the jungle gym, or play tag. I can do anything today. Maybe even jump rope with the kindergarten teachers. The teachers are turning the ropes for Maria and her little brother, who race in to jump together. They're both laughing. It looks like a lot of fun. I look down at my jeans and back toward Maria. She and her brother race out from under the spinning ropes, and 2 kindergartners dart in. "Hey, Ginger, come play kickball!" Derek hollers, beckoning to me from where he's playing. Maybe I'll do both. "In a minute," I call back. I run over to where Maria is playing with her brother. "Can I jump?" I ask. "Sure," Maria says. "Let's go eat together." She grabs my hand and we run into the swinging ropes. As we jump, Maria chants a jump rope song, only instead of singing teddy bear, she's saying bunny bear, bunny bear. It doesn't even make sense. What kind of bunny is a bear? But I'm too busy trying to turn around and touch the ground while jumping rope to protest, and then we get tangled in the rope and have to stop. We giggle and giggle, then get back in line to try again. Even though the song is silly and doesn't make any sense at all, the next time we jump, I sing along as we pretend to climb stairs and slap our shoes. Bunny bear, take a bow. After we jump a third time and miss when trying to do the splits, I leave Maria jumping with her brother so I can join the kickball game. It's the best recess ever. Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know what just happened. I'm pretty sure it's a trap, but I'm not going to let that stop me. Freedom is calling again, and I love it. I race around the room, sniffing everything I see. The teacher warden is staring at me. She must be planning something terrible. That's okay. I'm planning something too. My big escape. I race to the center of the classroom, then stand up on my hind legs and scope around. There are about 1 million desks in this room and maybe 20 million books. The only thing I don't see is a door. There has to be one, though, because the monster children aren't in here anymore. I think they're hiding it from me. Time to explore. I have a door to find. I head out into enemy territory, aware that danger is all around me. I find a piece of paper on the floor. I take a couple bites. Delicious. I dart under the computer table. The table is very strange. It has a lot of tails, some thin and short, and others thick and so long they disappear into the wall. I chew a couple of the thin ones, but they aren't very tasty. I turn around, and from under the table stare out at the rest of the room. On the wall across from me is a huge picture of me. It's a pretty cool picture. I'm standing on my hind legs, and I'm roaring at people with the power of my mind. My claws are totally fearsome, and my teeth look sharp enough to snap a person in half. My name is written across the giant picture in huge letters. Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm so famous, it's awesome. I hop forward to stand in front of the picture, admiring how ferocious I look. I bet if I stood like that for the children, they wouldn't call me Cuddles anymore. I practiced standing tall, my claws in front of me, teeth ready for chewing. Yep, I am fierce. I decide to run some more. I race across the room and find a book sitting on the floor. It's a book about animals. It has a picture of a bat on the cover. Why anyone would want to read about bats, I don't know. They eat bugs. I decide to chew the corner of the book, just a little. Delicious. I nibble on one of the bat's wings, then take off running. Yes, this is the best place ever. I race around the classroom twice. The second time, I leap forward, twist my body mid-air, and race back the other way. I'm really good at this running thing. No one can catch me. I'm super fast. After testing my reflexes for about 10 hours, I decide it's time to take a nap. I find myself a nice, cozy place along the wall, in between two bookshelves, and I fall asleep. This is the life. Hey, what's happening? The evil teacher warden just scooped me up and put me back in my cage. I can't believe I forgot to escape while I was free. I can't believe I let her find me. I was hidden in the perfect spot and she still found me. She is so evil. Now I'm back in the cage. But good news, because now I know where the door is. I was glaring at the teacher warden, roaring at her with the power of my mind, telling her how evil she is. She's still too stupid to understand, no surprise there, when she suddenly opened the door and disappeared through it. Ha! Now I know where to go the next time I'm out of the cage. Freedom, here I come. Maria.
As soon as we get back to the classroom, I race to the closet to check my backpack. It's lying exactly where I left it. I peek inside, but Cuddle Bunny isn't hiding there. Ginger's hat is still sitting on the ground next to my backpack, but I don't think Cuddles even took a nibble. I examined both closely and can't find any evidence that he curled up on either of our things. I am so disappointed. Shaking my head, I place Ginger's hat back on a rack, hang up my backpack, and leave the closet.
Derek.
We spend the afternoon in writer's workshop. Mrs. Cavendish gives us a writing prompt. I'm supposed to write about someone important in my life. I keep thinking about recess and how Ginger joined our kickball game. I've forgotten what a good kicker she is. I was thinking about writing about Cuddle Bunny, but I don't have a lot to say about him. I could write about my mom, but I always write about her. Why do teachers give us the same writing prompts year after year? Don't they know we get tired of writing the same thing over and over again? I think maybe I'll write about my friends, but I've written about them before too. So I decided to write about Ginger, because I don't know who else to write about, and I actually have a lot to say about her. I write about how she used to tell funny jokes in kindergarten, knock-knock jokes and silly puns. I write about how she used to make up tongue twisters in first grade, and how she'd be the first to try them and would always make us laugh because she sounded so funny saying them. I write about how she got real quiet in second grade, and one day just stopped telling jokes, and how she hasn't really laughed or played since. I write about how she wore jeans for the first time today, and how I think it's Cuddle Bunny's fault. I write that I'm happy Cuddle Bunny pooped on her dress because today, Ginger came to school in jeans, and because she wore jeans, she played kickball with me. I write about my friend Ginger, and how Cuddle Bunny gave her back to me. Then I decide Cuddle Bunny deserves a reward. I wait until the end of the day when everyone's getting ready to go home, and I sneak him a treat. Mrs. Cavendish keeps a bag of yogurt chips on her desk, and I know Cuddle Bunny loves them. I settle on the floor in front of the cage, then open the door a crack. I hold out my hand, and Cuddle Bunny gobbles up the chips real fast. Derek? What are you doing? It's time to go, Mrs. Cabbage calls from the doorway. I'm coming. I jump up, set the bag of yogurt chips on the desk, and grab my backpack. Bye, Cuddle Bunny, I call over my shoulder as I race out the door. Ginger's sitting by herself on the bus again. I plop down beside her. How's it going? Okay, she says. Silence. Jeez, she never talks anymore. I hope you wear jeans again tomorrow, I blurt out. She looks surprised. Why? She asks. They're so ugly. They're just jeans. They're not supposed to be fancy. My dresses are fancy, she says. But you can't run in your dresses. So I like playing with you today. You don't play when you wear your dresses. I know. You can bring a hat every day or a fancy scarf. That way, my hat! Oh no! Ginger moans. What's wrong? I left my hat at school. Oh, what if the rabbit gets it? What if he ruins it like he ruined my dress? I roll my eyes. The rabbit's in his cage. He's not gonna get your hat. But what if he does? My mom gave me that hat, Derek. It's important to me. Okay, calm down. We'll go straight to the classroom in the morning, okay? Right after we get off the bus, we'll go see Mrs. Cabbage. Before breakfast? Before everything. Okay. Thanks, Derek. You're welcome. So, tomorrow. Ginger smiles. I'll wear my jeans. I wouldn't even bring a fancy hat because I already have one at school. She stands up. This is my stop. She climbs over me and heads down the aisle. When she reaches the door, she glances back and says, Thanks, Derek, and disappears down the stairs. I smile all the way home. Tyrannosaurus Rex. The humans are gone again. Why do they keep leaving me all alone like this? Oh good, Mrs. Cabbage is back. I'm not happy because I like her or anything. I just hope she has some veggies for me. She does. Oh, happy days. I race up the ramp to the second floor and then around and up to the third floor where she's filling my bowl with delicious, scrumptious, wondrous smelling veggies. I sniff them carefully. Have to be sure there are no